Nigeria today has only 5 functional seaports, from the Lagos Port Complex and Tinkan Island Port Complex in Lagos State to the Rivers Port Complex and Onne Port Complex in Rivers State and the Calabar Port Complex in Cross River State. These ports serve as gateways for international trade, enabling the country to import the goods it needs and export products that drive its economy. Access to a seaport is more than just a convenience, it's a strategic asset. It's interesting to note that economies with functional ports enjoy lower transportation costs, increased trade opportunities, and enhanced geopolitical influence. Take the Strait of Hormuz in the Middle East, for example. Iran's position along this vital shipping lane gives it significant leverage over global oil trade because it controls access to a choke point that ships must pass to reach international markets. Ports and coastal access points, therefore, are not just trade hubs, they are instruments of economic and political power. This brings us to brass, which had a major trading port in the 19th century. In the 19th century, brass, now a town in Bayelsa State, Nigeria, was one such critical access point. Known then as a trading point along the Niger Delta, brass served as a link between inland communities and the wider world. Unlike modern deep-water ports, brass was a small but bustling harbor where canoes, sloops, and later steamers could dock and trade goods. Its functionality lay not in its size, but in its connectivity. Brass was positioned at the mouth of Brass River, which itself branched from a larger known river, providing access to the hinterlands of the Niger Delta. The strategic location of Brass made it highly significant during the era of European trade in West Africa. Traders from Britain, Portugal, and other European nations would frequent the port primarily for the trade of palm oil, which became increasingly valuable in the 19th century for industrial lubricants, soap production, and as a key raw material in candle manufacturing. Before palm oil dominated, brass was also involved in the transatlantic trade in enslaved Africans, a green but historically notable aspect of its early economy. Local communities profited through intermediary roles, supplying goods, labor, and services to European traders, while exchanging inland products for imported items such as textiles, beads, and metals. The port was also famous for its role in commerce beyond goods. Brass became a cultural and administrative center where European influence intersected with local governance structures. Traders, missionaries, and colonial officials established outposts, fortifications, and warehouses, turning the town into a hub for communication, negotiation, and control over the surrounding territories. The blend of strategic location, riverine access, and natural harbor facilities made Brass a jewel in the Niger Delta's trading network. While modern ports like Lagos and Port Harcourt have taken the spotlight, the lessons for Brass are clear. Access to navigable waterways and proximity to trade routes can elevate a community into economic prominence, just as Iran leverages the Strait of Hormuz, or as Rotterdam thrives in Europe. Brass thrived by controlling a critical node of connectivity in the 19th century global trade network. But as we study our history and notable feats achieved in the good old days, I wonder, if like me you pause to wonder, do the good old days seem better than the present days, whether they are or not? The bigger question is, what lessons can our histories teach us? The history of Brass as a trading port underscores a broader principle. Seaports shape economies. As we have seen, strategic location, riverine connectivity, and the ability to serve as a conduit between inland communities and global markets turn even a small harbor into a hub of historical and economic significance. Brass, in its heyday, was more than a port. It was a vital artery of trade and influence in the Niger Delta. As we ponder on that will be all on today's episode. Don't forget to follow, like, comment, and subscribe. Reporting from Diapolitan Prime TV, I remain your energetic host and storyteller, Virtue Atheogene.